Well, I guess I can do the same thing.
All right.
Mr. McCord, you gotta promise me you're not gonna hold anything back, though. I gotta know everything that has to do with this, okay? Everything.
You've got my word on that, Anthony. Then, Anthony, Loomis from the airport to a place called the Rhodes End Hotel on 7th Street. Apparently, that's where he's going to stay while he's here in Springfield.
Well, you sure? I know that dump. I used to live down on 7th Street. The place is falling apart. It's full of all the local sleaze.
Oh, that's exactly the type of place that Loomis would stay. But I plan to watch him and keep tabs on all his movements.
How are you going to do that, Mr. McCord? You don't exactly fit in down on 7th Street.
Anthony, I have no choice. I could change clothes, I suppose, and...
Forget it. It wouldn't work. You're just not 7th Street. I'll tell you what would work.
What's that?
I used to live down there. I know everybody lives up and down 7th Street, including Paulie Amato. He's the guy that owns that dump.
You know the gentleman?
Yeah, well, he's no gentleman, Mr. McCord, but I know him. There'd be nobody better to keep an eye on Loomis, find out what he does, who he calls, where he goes, than me. And I helped Paulie out at a fight one night at Fatso's, so he owes me one.
Fatso's?
Yeah, it's another bar down there on 7th Street. Well, listen, let me call Paulie and see what I can arrange, okay? Here's your phone.
Of course, of course. But I must warn you again, Anthony, we cannot make any mistakes in our planned surveillance of Loomis. I mean, he's not a stupid man. One slip-up and it could cost Nola...
Yeah, cost Nola her life. But that ain't gonna happen, Mr. McCord. I won't let it. Paulie! Yeah, how you doing? This is Tony Reardon.
Mr. McCord.
Yes?
I thought I'd find you here.
Well, I can't seem to find myself anyplace else but here. I need to somehow feel Nola's presence. It comforts me and provides me with the strength to deal with what lies ahead.
It's what lies ahead that I want to discuss with you. I realize what you're trying to do by including Anthony Reardon in our plans, but...
I had no choice, Mrs. Renfield. Besides, he's very resourceful. He may prove to be very useful.
He's also very curious.
Like Nola.
And like Nola, he may discover more than he should.
Then we'll have to see to it that he never does. Besides, I am glad to have his help. I mean, if we're lucky enough to find Nola before it's too late, well, then I'm going to need all the help I can get. Besides, he's very, very right about one thing. He can trace Jamie Loomis's comings and goings much more inconspicuously than I ever could.
That's true. But he must never discover our secret. He must never, never find that out.
I've even begun to wonder if it'd be worth protecting. If by protecting it, it would cost Nola her life.
You mustn't talk that way.
Oh, my God, I must find Nola, and I will. I will find her if it's the last thing I'm ever able to do.
Nope. Don't get your hopes up, Nola. I'm not gonna drink myself into oblivion like I did in that godforsaken island and afford you a chance to get away. Nope. Not this time. You know, it must be that we've been cooped up together in this place for too long because you're beginning to look good to me. Yep. You're beginning to look pretty good.